And then like another kind of coaching I do is VOD review, but I feel like that'll
Oh
come
yeah, yeah,
after I get more of a feeling of your skill level and what we could improve on, and then we can focus on certain areas of VOD review.
yeah.
Um,
Makes sense.
so you said you prefer to pay through PayPal, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you want that to happen now? Cause
Sure.
all right, that just DM me on Twitter or something.
Yeah,
The
I'm gonna
the link.
DM you on Discord with both the arena code
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
and the PayPal link.
Gotcha.
Step into the ring.
So yeah, so we play for an hour, maybe a little bit less, and then we talk about it. And as we're playing, I'm going to give you notes, basically, things I think you could improve, things I think you're doing well,
Mhm.
what areas I think you should focus on when it comes to improvement on your own. And the reason for recording mainly is so you can go back and sort of internalize all the notes I give you,
Yeah.
because it's very hard while you're playing to like really like adapt. Like
Like to
it's good
process
if you
it.
can. Yeah, it's good if you can, and you want to do that as much as possible. But um,
Like yeah, just like looking back on it,
yeah,
kind
it's
of
always good.
retrospect. All right, well I'm gonna join up.
Always good to get a little bit of perspective on that stuff. Yep.
I think I kind of know what I'm doing wrong most of the time. It's just I have trouble fixing it, so that's what I'm hoping I can like figure out here, or at least a little bit. We'll see.
Got it.
You're Black Knight, like right? I don't want to like do same
I can
olds.
switch it up.
No, that's fine. No.
No, I got it. You should be able
Choose
to.
your
You're
fighter.
paying. You should be able to play your ult.
All right, fair enough.
Fight.
I'll pick the most different one possible.
Whatever you do,
Ready.
don't go green. All right, good. Alrighty.
Okay, so how long have you been playing Smash?
Ever since it came out, I didn't play Smash 4 though, so
Gotcha.
I
And
think
you're
we're in the same boat.
have you been an Ike main the whole time?
Yeah,
Cool.
I tried to pick up Wolf, but that was mainly for Wi-Fi, and it didn't end up working out. So, oh, shoot.
Gotcha. Just trying to get a feel for oops, how new or not new you are.
Oh no. Whoa.
Hope that's not me. Connection feels pretty good otherwise though.
Yeah, it's like the little hiccup. That was it. I love
Unfortunate.
it when Aether doesn't work.
Yeah. You're doing a good job of not overcommitting for this kill though. You're just kind of poking, which is what
Damn
you
it.
should do. But now you've overextended hugely and you lose your stock for it.
Yep.
Or you should, but I landed off stage. Really scary air dodge there. I'm gonna start
Yep.
looking. Now that I know you do that sometimes, I'm gonna start scouting for it and try to dash attack you for it. Just know that like anytime I see a habit like that, I'm always looking for a way to exploit it at later interactions. So that's why I do up throw there sometimes instead of down throw, even though there's no true combo.
You mean at the ledge?
Or just like in general when you're getting close to kill percent. Because if I can get a read for what you do in those situations, I can often kill you for it later, as opposed to just getting 20 damage now, you know? Or whatever I would get from just doing down through air. Thanks. Back air is such a good little like non-committal way to call out spot dodges and things like that. Grab.
Don't kill me. Ah.
That was one of those situations where offline you would have been in a lot more trouble. Because I would have been able to react sooner. Good, I like the drop off. Good way to threaten in that situation. Clutch air dodge. Nah, you're fine. I got greedy with the punish. I like that quick draw, it was very safe. Really risky to go off stage like that though. You were doing such a great job holding center. To go off stage in that situation is an unnecessary risk in my opinion. But I get that you were trying to close it out.
Oh no. Ah, bad DI.
Yeah, I don't think you had to die there. It would have been close though.
Yeah, I was trying to DI away so you wouldn't get the fair, but did not.
So I'm noticing good, solid, non-committal neutral, which is what you should be doing. But every now and then when you think you can get the kill, you're just like way overcommitting, and nobody's going to punish you for that more than Ike. Like the Ditto is absolutely punishing for those kind of reads. So if...
-5 for Ike, yep.
Yeah, I would say if you don't know for sure you can hit them, you got to be really careful going for those. That's why I do things like that up throw. So I'm trying to note your bad habits so that I can take advantage of them later, and that'll make those kinds of plays worth it. But just going for them when you're not sure they're going to hit, when you haven't like taken the time to, you know, acknowledge whether I have that air dodge habit or whether I always quick draw there or whatever, can be extremely risky for no reason. So you got me there,
Yeah.
but I would say you definitely overextended, because if that had gotten reversed, you would have lost your whole stock at like 0. It worked
like,
out though. It was good. I just think there was probably a non-committal way you could have done it. You know, go for the
Less
save
risky.
option. Exactly. When it works, it's great, but like there's ways that you can get stuff like that and get those stocks without risking your stock, and I think you should do that when possible. I like that V reverse quick draw. Good bear. Okay, so this was really risky of me to do. You did a good job covering it.
Oh, I hit behind. Wow.
I like that.
That
You get the
shield
shield
poke.
poke. Yeah, well, I started a roll. You might have caught me in the startup, but it definitely does shield poke often.
Too low.
Yeah.
Good sweet spot.
Be careful doing that because your jump gets taken. You got your jump back there, but
That was
the drop down double jump fairs are really risky, like really risky, and your reward is what? Center stage at 10%? That's like not worth it most of the time. So you notice how I'm not going for these big reads in disadvantage, I mean in advantage. I'm just sort of playing center,
keeping your
keeping my
space,
advantage state. Yeah. You can extend for a very long time doing that without overcommitting. You have good movement though, I really appreciate that. It's pretty hard to pin you down and just call you out because you know how to move with this character.
I actually struggle to control him sometimes offline. Like I'm really consistent like that.
Well,
It's
that'll come with time, and I think you're doing well so far, so. Wow, that missed you. I cannot believe that. You can just up smash, or you can do that. Or you could drop shield down tilt up air if you're really feeling risky. You can get a bigger punish on down tilt. You can just grab me most of the time. If I down tilt your shield, it's minus 13. You can you can't ether it unless I do another one, but often it is followed up with another one, so. Risky forward air. I think I'm dead, yeah.
Oh my god, I thought I was dead.
I was hoping for it. Yeah, I waited because I knew that I had no choice but to get hit by that counter there. So I just waited because I knew that I might be able to sneak a kill.
I think I was like a few pixels away from getting stage spike. Damn.
Yeah,
That
so
was definitely close.
yeah, you played really well there. I do think that like those crazy edge guards like you got on that first stock are not always going to work. So
Especially not in bracket.
yeah, well, I think you're going to be able to take like games off of good players with stuff like that, but the problem's going to come down to consistency. You want to go for the consistent strats more than the risky ones, just because consistency is good. I mean, you want to be able to beat someone every time instead of just like whenever your reads work. So yeah, just playing smart, holding center, having good movement. I wouldn't go above someone like that, especially not an Ike main, unless you don't have a choice. Ooh, you got a little bit lucky there. I missed.
Oh, that was supposed to be an ether. I feel like I'm jumping too much.
Yeah, well, that's just
Like
a
in
normal Ike thing.
disadvantage. No, but I mean like in disadvantage. Like,
Yeah, you are double jumping a lot, and I'm taking it and able to exploit it. But other than that, your recoveries are pretty good, so I'm not able to like blow you up too bad. Like you have good drift and smart, fast movement, but you're definitely using your double jump a lot, and you're almost never air dodging, which in the Ike matchup is not bad. You don't want to air dodge too much, because Ike is so good at calling it out.
oh man.
I would just take the free punish by just being patient there instead of trying to get the hard call out. Okay, you double jumped, you're in trouble. You made it back, but it's still scary. You can just grab down tilt if it's not spaced.
That was like the very tip of the sweet box.
Yeah, it's super strong.
Oh, the pattern is solo special.
Yeah, I probably should have just up aired you at that percent. I don't think back air is true anymore.
Not?
Oh,
at that percent,
like
at that percent, yeah.
15? Yeah, I could have just up aired you. That would have been true. Yeah, falling up there is disgusting. Nice. I really like that use of back hit up air. It just means don't jump here. You know? Anytime you're throwing that out, you're saying don't jump at me or you're going to get hit.
Oh, that hit me during startup. Oh, I thought I was living.
Yeah, I was doing the mix up there because I did up air twice. I thought, oh, like when someone's doing reverse up air at you, the counterplay is just to like dash attack them or maybe F tilt or even dash grab. So if you bait them with a couple up airs, you can often get a back air because you're going to catch them trying to whiff punish you.
Called conditioning.
Yep.
Something I gotta get better at.
3, 2, 1, go!
Nice. Sometimes just the no mix-up's all you need.
Yeah, mix it. Just counter.
Yeah, the safest way is to jump counter, because then it's hard to space around. You do like a short hop counter. Release when Ike's on the way up if you want to avoid that happening. If the sword misses you, Ike should die.
Not dead.
Just gotta keep people honest sometimes if they're dashing around too much. You wanna, like, it's good to make them feel safe and then go for that dash attack when they don't think they're threatened at that range. I like that jab follow-up in case I was slow on the punish. Okay, you mixed up what you did when I up threw that time. That's good.
Oh, is that double jump or just?
Nope,
Okay.
just normal jump. It's a true combo. Exactly how I do it in the video I made. Nothing you can do if I time it right. But DIing out helps. Nice, I like that. Good anti-air. I have no idea what's going on with this background.
It's distracting. Oh, spot dodge. Smart.
You're like a frame off of death. Nice. Good mix-up. Nice, good safe on shield. Caught you jumping at a disadvantage again.
Yep.
1 second.
I'm glad I got punished for that.
Alright. So yeah, I think just jumping at a disadvantage too much. Not quite pushing your advantage state as much as you could. Like, you could be edge guarding Ike a little stronger. At the same time, though, do it without overcommitting. And, like, you only want to commit when you know you can get it. Your general game plan should be to hold center. Make sure that I don't get back to center stage. Nice. Good timing. I like your use of jab. A lot of Ikes don't use that move, but it is our fastest ground option and can be a really good, like, you know, catching your opponent getting greedy. Okay, I think you double jumped, so you're double. No, you didn't. Okay. Just counter. Yeah, that's a free kill. Completely free kill. I don't have any height mix up there. So yeah, just take the free kill. That was good because you covered a lot of options without hard committing.
I dead? No, I'm not.
Not quite.
Oh,
Actually,
that's
still
still?
works. Yeah, if you space far enough out, it works anyway. That's like the big counters, just like the best way to edge guard Ike. It just catches everything if you do it right.
Oh,
Yeah, it's death.
that was lower.
Forward air can actually 2-frame. Or at least hit under edge.
We're just killing each other with there now. Oh god.
Down airs are actually a pretty good mix-up. It has a different timing than nair, up air, back air, and so you can catch people dropping shield trying to parry a lot.
Yeah, and spot dodge. I know Yez uses it a lot for spot dodge reads, so
Yep.
he gets a lot off that.
Definitely. Yeah, spot dodge and parry reads, those are the biggest uses for it. The fact that the sour spot just kills means that hyper setting can be pretty nice. It's also,
And then
if
the
you drift
spike.
well enough, it can be safe on shield. Yeah, the spike is good too because it can true combo into kill moves.
We've gotten this state so many times. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Nice. Getting that at low percents is when it's probably hardest. Oops. Well,
All right.
it could have gone worse for you,
Salvaged,
that's for sure.
salvaged a little bit.
Went for a super risky
What?
quick draw there, but I was trying not to die. Yeah, one thing I get asked a lot is like, how is your Ike so fast? And you're not the kind of player I can see asking that question because you have the movement down. You're fast falling everything as early as it can be, spacing nairs as low as you can. It's good stuff. You should be dead. Yeah, good stuff. That sent me at the most disgusting angle, by the way.
It did?
Yeah. Well, just your forward air is what I meant. Really good at making sure that auto cancels. I like it.
You're dead.
Yeah, big read. You're
Too
going
big.
for there. Yeah. Gotta stop getting antsy. You have the lead. Just hold it. Stop trying to end the game. A lot of times when people go for that, it's not out of confidence. It's out of fear.
Out
It's
of
like,
fear, yeah.
I need to end the game right now, or they're gonna make a comeback on me. Just stay calm. Recognize that like you got that lead. You can keep that lead. Otherwise, you're just giving them more chances to come back like this, which is unfortunate. So yeah, you had a whole stock, you threw it away. So you got to be careful with that stuff. You know, just don't lose sight of your game plan just because you want to win.
Mm-hmm.
Your game plan's what got you there. Your game plan's what's going to keep you in the lead.
Three, two, one, go!
So, have you noticed that every time I get a down tilt, every time I get a nair at 0%, I'm getting a down tilt out of it? It's because
Yeah, how are you doing that?
Because you're expecting me to do a true follow-up, and so you're just not hitting any buttons. So I'm just waiting. every time I hit an air at low percent, and I'm getting a free down tilt. So you gotta, that's you not being aware and disadvantaged. Just because I could get a true follow-up doesn't mean I have to. So be ready to react to what I'm doing. And it's better to either like air dodge or double jump or just do something, you know? Parry. Be careful that you don't always expect DI out in your throws. DI out's the most common DI, but it's also the worst DI you can do against Ike's down throw, so good players will catch on.
Oh, option coverage.
Yep. Reacted too early. Oh, just back air me. Oh, there you go. But yeah, you had a free back air earlier. You got a good one on a read there, but you could have killed me earlier. Gotta be careful you don't always jump at the same timings, or it'll start becoming easy to call out.
That's safe?
Yeah, it's safe. Grabbing Nair when it's spaced well is impossible, so. Nair's only -5, and shield grab is 11 frames in that case, so I have to screw it up by 6 frames in order for it to be unsafe. Nice. Good recognition that I had to go low. Like, you just waited, which is good. You waited until I ran out of mix-up options, and then you just knew you could kill me. Nice. I like that whenever you send spear, you go for a grab.
Damn, I'm dead.
It shows that you're at least thinking in your opponent's head. You know, you're like, oh, he's scared of an option here, so I'm gonna grab because shield is what people do when they're afraid.
Oh my god. That was,
You have no double jump, I think you're just dead. Oh, good space. There, I could have gone out and countered and pretty much guaranteed your death. I just thought you were dead anyway, but it's good. Nice. Don't jump. Shit. Okay, you overextended. Can't let me take center in this situation. That's the worst thing you can do. Going for a grab there, which wouldn't have even been a kill, is fine if you know, have the timing down. But you can't let your opponent get center back. That's the worst thing. So that neutral be there. We'll cover all your options if I time it right. So
I submit to no one.
I knew that there was no way you could jump and go over, so that's when neutral B becomes like fair play.
I gotta, you know, DI up there.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
forward throw doesn't really give you, like, you really can't jump and then side B over if I have forward throw because it's in such a flat angle.
It sends a, yeah. Still a little worth a try.
Yeah, I think going low and air dodging up or going low and trying to hit me with the sword on ether is probably your best bet. I love it when just nothing happens when you flip the stick. Good jump call out.
Ooh, that was nasty.
Thanks. People always ask me like, was that true? I'm like, it felt true. That was not like when I've laughed though. That was just like you were in the right position for all that to hit, so I went for it. Ooh, good call. Careful with your techs. Don't get baited. Get attack. Pretty much the worst ledge option. Only use it if you see a very specific pattern you want to call out. Nice. Okay, good, good. I'm seeing the advantage state now, and you overcommitted. You were doing great, and then you went for too much. Don't get greedy, you know? Just because you have started a string doesn't mean you need to get a clip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ended up, like, you went from having a great string and doing tons of damage to me being an advantage. Which, like, isn't necessary. You don't have to kill me every time you do something cool. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. That was a weird position. I didn't know.
If you're gonna short hop counter, make sure you land on stage, or you'll die. Ooh, risky get of attack. Yeah, I wasn't sure. It was like right on the edge of the range. I like the B reverse. It's like risky, but you know, not that risky if you're good at it. You need to punish that. You just up D.
Am I dead?
Yeah. You just misspaced. Yeah, I think you. Well, you weren't dead.
I spent it.
Yeah, like.
Oh well, yeah, up B too early.
Yeah, you up B too early.
Drift.
I was gonna counter you though, so it was pretty much over either way.
Yeah. Stop overcommitting.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, your neutral's good. You have shades of a really good punish game. You just got to know when not to overextend. I'm sure you've heard the term overextending before. It's like know what you can get, and know the risk reward of everything you go for. Wow, North Cave again.
Oh wait, I forgot what I was.
Yeah, I was doing that too.
How do you get the? I know there's like an optimal position for like down throw up air. I think I used to know it, but like I completely forgot. Like you drift enough so that you can get both DI in and out.
Yeah, it's easiest. Don't hit me for a sec. It's easiest if you have shoulder jump, because then you can do a C stick up air, because you can get a full momentum forward up air. And if you do that, it's a lot easier. Like the back of it will cover it. If you use the A button, it's harder because you can't get full momentum as easily.
Yeah, I have a shoulder jump for. Well, I used to have it for attack cancel.
Yeah, it's good for attack cancel. It's also good for doing downside back air.
Yeah.
Things like that. But yeah, shoulder jump makes it easier, but the big thing is make sure you're using C-stick jump. Like, you can technically flick fast enough over. But yeah, you want to get full momentum forward most of the time. And then
don't cringe. I actually do have a reason for this. I use B for jump, and my friend does too.
Hey, whatever works, man.
So I can have like better C-stick control, but...
That makes... Yeah, because it's closer. I can see that. Alright.
I don't know, it just...
I just use shoulder jump for that purpose, but yeah, either way. If you find a control scheme that works for you and there's no major downsides, go for it.
Oh,
we both didn't know. So yeah, stop getting... You gotta react to DI. Stop expecting me to always DI out. I'm never gonna DI out in that case, pretty much. Except as a mix-up. Nice, good. You knew for a fact that I only had one place to go at that point. ledge trapping without hard committing. I went for the forward air to catch the jump, but I didn't commit. I made sure I was outside of the get up attack range.
Here we again.
Oops. Wrong way. Get there in time for the punishment. Nice. I just waited a little too long on the quick draw. Got the grounded version instead. Smart to drift away. A lot of people will drift in to try to hit, because they'll think that's their way out. Yeah. I think you were
can't
trying
drop
to
through
forward air there.
platforms.
Yeah, no, that happens
Yep.
all the time. I like the mix-up again. Movement. Just makes it a little harder to react to when you're like switching up which way you're going and stuff. Okay, you swung at a disadvantage. You don't usually do that, so I wasn't ready for it, which means good mix-up.
Oh,
Why did
There's
I
no
challenge?
way.
That's funny. I was like, he won't expect me to challenge. Oh, smart. I thought you were going to quick draw. Uh-oh. Big risk. Didn't pay off. Now you're in disadvantage. Okay. So you're going to get the kill anyway.
yep.
Nope, not quite.
Drop through.
Still living. Not anymore. Good stuff. That neutral B is really good because you went all the way out there and you covered all my options and you can do it on reaction.
Don't stand in my way.
Shield drop is, or sorry,
drop
Eruption's
down.
release is only 11 frames, so it's pretty quick. It's about as quick as an F-tilt.
Can't really do it on reaction for most recoveries, I think, right?
It depends on the move. A lot of recoveries you can do it on reaction. It's just hard online.
Yeah.
But a lot you can't. Like you can't do it to like Lucina. You have to react like you're drift if you're trying to do that.
My friend played Lucina, and I used to be able to do that online for God knows how many
Yeah,
months. But
that's
then I
his
just
fault.
stopped. That is his fault. And then he started adapting and mixed it up. So now he's hitting me before the eruption armor comes out.
Exactly, yeah. It's not that you can't still hit it, it's just like the best you can hope for in that situation is usually like a 50-50. But if you have a read on your friend, then 50-50 can be pretty consistent.
I was an aether!
You've been swinging at a disadvantage a lot? Okay. Jump. You got a short hop counter if you want to consistently hit that. Like this. See? That was a full hop, but still you get, like, jump counter will cover high spacing and low spacing, because if you don't hit, you'll fall down to normal spacing. Okay, yeah, you're swinging at a disadvantage a lot. I gotta take advantage of that. Nice. Good catch. Okay, jump call out. I like it. Nice.
Oh, that,
Barely snuck in before the fair came out. Did you know you can actually grab if you get that hit in the forward air? But it's true.
oh.
Nice grab. Ooh, I have no jump. Better go forward air me. Okay. You whiffed it, which is unfortunate. But you had the right idea. Oh, I thought it was you. I got so confused right there. Be careful going for those hard callouts when you're at that percent. I'm surprised you lived. Wow. Good spacing. Ooh, I went for that too.
Idea.
Good coverage. Whew. Make me scared. Really, really good advantage state so far. Killing with there.
Yep.
Hey, eventually it happens. You were 160. Gotta be prepared for that. It's actually like optimal to throw out there in that situation. Is like.
I want it.
I like that back air. Just like it doesn't hurt anything for you to throw that out, so it's good to do it as coverage. Most people just land and then like try to spot that. Gotta cover DIN. It's important.
I tried to do the Raven King thing where he, like,
Reacts and does a bear repair.
nah, it's I think he covers both DI in and out with like a dash back into bear, not just like a turnaround.
You just gotta make sure you're reacting and not just like it is reactive, especially on offline, but it's harder on Wi-Fi. But our connection's good enough that you should be able to react to DI that way. I went for a really risky mix up there. You're still alive, but I haven't done it all set, so I thought maybe it would get me out of a bad situation.
Okay.
Yeah. These get up attacks are kind of eating you up. Like you're doing really good other than that, and then you're just committing to get up attacks when they're like not gonna gain.
I submit to no one.
And you're getting either F tilted or paired for it.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Three, two, one, go!
You have no jump, it's over. Ooh,
Or not.
good spacing. I think it's because I jumped there that didn't work. I should have recognized that you could only go the lowest spacing. Just wait, dash attack. Or like you can go for a big punish if you're behind. If you're behind Ike, you can just F smash him. If he lands on you, you can up smash him. But dash attack is the safest way to guarantee that you're going to get a punish. Wow. Surprised that counter didn't come out. See, like, just waiting patiently. If your shield's not low, you're not going to get shield focus, so. I went for something that was probably a little too risky there. It's just a mix-up. Okay, this was hella risky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were definitely going low.
Nice. Just be patient, dash attack. Especially if I have no platform mix, it's super easy. You know what I mean by platform mix there, right?
Yeah.
Good attempt at a call out, just barely misspaced. Wait.
Ooh, that was good.
Thanks. Yeah, you can cover a lot of options, and like the best thing about what I just did is look where I am at the end.
Your skills were
Right? Like
Right back on stage. Yep.
yeah, right back there, ready to ledge trap or counter if you go low. So that's a huge part of like advantage state is putting yourself in a position to follow up if you miss. It's not just about getting hard reads and knowing exactly what your opponent's going to do. Because like I didn't know you were going to air dodge into that, but I thought if he does, I got it. If he doesn't, I'm in a good position.
3, 2, 1, go!
You might be thinking, did he think he was Black Knight? Right. The answer is yes. I like that fair to call out the up air. So it's just a little bit faster. Wait, no jump. Oh, platform saved you. This is the most fun stage in the game for Ike, by the way.
Yep.
I thought you were going to back air for sure. Just timed it a little bit wrong. As did I. I should have just short hop up there because it hits. I was trying to like land on the platform with you.
You won it.
Yeah, you did it second. Means you win.
Ooh.
Good read. You haven't done that too much. Can always get one.
Trying to do the optimal thing, not the middle one for the early.
Yeah. Really? That looked right to me. Ooh, scary. Oh, what a grab. Okay, risky. Ooh, I really like that. Really got good fast back air. Good awareness. I was ready to just drift the ledge. Most people wouldn't have gone for that.
I was honestly ready to get aethered.
Yeah, yeah.
I was gonna aether right here.
I was gonna go low.
Hmm.
You're adapting well. This is good.
I'm curious, actually. Johnny. He does a lot of mix-ups on his, like, whenever he's dancing around your shield.
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, how do you, like, he'll, like, dance around your shield like that and then bam, grab her for some option.
That's
I'm just
good
wondering, like,
movement.
it's just good movement.
Yeah, you just got to be aware of what his options are, know what his threat ranges are, and don't get spooked. Like he's trying to scare you into shielding. And
Yeah,
he's gonna grab.
into doing, like, something dumb.
Either doing something dumb or just like if he notices you're not going to do something dumb, he'll grab because he knows you're
He'll just-
afraid
yeah.
you're shielding. That's pretty much his
just-
neutral.
Making sure.
And then his punish game is insane.
I've actually never seen a clip of his punish game. On
Really
Ike,
good.
at least. Why was that a jab? What?
Oh, did you get like a C-stick jab out of it?
Yeah. I have no idea why that happens.
Pulling the trigger too early on those. Yep, that's death. That was just me not reacting properly to like I thought that you had chosen to go low, but no, you pulled the trigger. Good grab. That's a tight timing, so good reaction.
What the? That was awesome.
Thanks. Yeah. Like I said, sometimes Nair is optimal. It's fast.
What the?
You're overcomplicating it. Just counter me. Just counter me for a good edge guard. Like you can go for that fancy stuff, and sometimes like at 0 it can be worth it because otherwise it'll air dodge. But most of the time, like just counter.
Could have gotten another up there off that.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, you could have done an up air string. You went for Nair instead, which is interesting but harder. Triple up air.
I remember Leo, when Leo used to play Ike.
The good old days.
Yeah. He used down throw up air into Nair
Yeah.
to catch jumps. And it like amazed me.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know why,
had,
it just felt so clean.
he had some weird ass mix-ups. Like his stuff, he doesn't always do the optimal option, which is like he's good enough to get away with it. But like he'll kind of just blow people's minds by going for stuff they're not used to, which is very good.
Oh, that was kinda weird.
Leo's incredibly good at like reading people's DI and getting the most optimal punish for the DI that they're doing. Whoa. That was a very interesting mix-up. I like it. I did not DI it well either. But yeah, I'll be that high up. I'm not sure I do like it, but it works. So the fact that halts
I just thought you were gonna jump.
yeah, the fact that it halts your momentum can work. But you scoop me from super low.
How Aether hits super low, but then doesn't even like it doesn't follow the sword the whole time. By the way, are DBQ in playoffs?
Yeah, it should be. I don't know. We had a bad week,
Yeah.
but we were pretty solidly in playoffs before that. I haven't checked in a while.
I just hope we had a bad season. We had like a million good players, like Ryuk and everything, and then they all decide to leave at this exact same time.
Oh, that sucks.
And we're like 33rd, like they're like in playoffs.
We were like 7th or 8th, and then we had a bad week, and I don't think that's enough to get us out of playoffs or anything. How many teams get in playoffs?
32, I think.
Yeah, so we're definitely in.
SFC is 33rd.
We just probably didn't get the seed we wanted.
Am I dead?
You're not dead. I like to go for that sometimes when you've committed to a quick draw, even when you're able to hold it as a mix-up, just because it puts you in such a bad spot. And sometimes if I'm low enough percent, I can even Daisy.
Hi, Daisy.
I can even what was I saying?
I have
React
no
with a
idea.
down air or a counter to the ether that you have to do. That was just a jump call out.
Let's try the ornate.
Hey man, it works.
Bad reaction.
The thing Armate does is he's just incredibly good at spacing there, so it's like always safe. He doesn't have to do more than one thing because he's so good at what he does.
I'm always amazed when people can space near on Wi-Fi. Like, I just find it super hard. On offline, it's like pretty good, but head back.
Nice. I overextended like
What
hell,
the-
got very lucky there. You don't want to hang like that though. That's super risky. Good extensions. Did you just instant double jump that fair?
Yeah.
I don't find that helps that much. You don't really get that much height after it.
Oh.
We're living. That was just buffering.
Yeah.
The jump just didn't come out.
Shield. Ooh.
So yeah, I just went for the reset on your air dodge.
Yep.
Caught it. You're dead.
Your skills were
Alright, I think this is the last game, unless that was.
Yeah, we're at 56 minutes. I can answer any questions you have. We'll play one more. I don't cut dead at an hour or anything.
Yeah.
Just generally around an hour.
I guess this is. I guess like it's an Ike thing, but I think I'm jumping out of shield too much.
Yeah, I mean, all likes
For sure.
jump out of shield too much. But you're also doing a good job of catching me jumping out of shield too much, which means you definitely have the
I think
right
that-
idea.
I think that's just because I used to do the ditto like a million times with Wolfie, Revenant, JJ.
Yeah, well, you know
Like
I
me-
run
me,
the ditto
him.
all the time. Just from on stream. That's where like half my viewer battles are Ikes. But yeah, that's a lot of that's the matchup. Often I'll run different characters against people. Generally, if I think like I can do well with other characters, but you're at the level where I'm not sure my secondaries would cut it. So, like I might be able to call out some bad Ike habits though, if I play Joker or something. Drop throw up there, really really good. It was if he DI though. I don't think you had to die. I like that you ran away there instead of spot dodging and rolling. Being
I remember,
aware of,
I think Izal said it, like something about like catching people with movement and not like the standard options like spot dodge, shield, and stuff.
exactly. Yeah,
Like being
I
able
was
to
thinking
run
so
away
as
is really
well.
good. Now I haven't had a coaching session with him. It's just that, like, I just remember him saying it on a video.
Yep, it's very true. Often, like landing a nair on someone's shield and running away can be just as valuable as hitting that nair on them.
Ooh, I'm dead. Or not.
Oh, I thought you had a jump, so I was waiting for you to make.
I thought you were gonna lift.
Holy shit. It was a good down air. You just didn't quite get the positioning.
I got ranged.
I think it's
beat
just
out.
out.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, quick draw. The hitbox will often cancel before you make it all the way. So going for a counter isn't always optimal in that range. I overextended like hell. You should be able to kill me for that. That's one thing is like, you need to catch me when I overextend. You can't be letting me get back from that. I think just optimizing your count. Like you can go for fancy stuff, but make sure that you hit the counters you can hit.
Oh, that's it.
That's a really common
Man.
Ike recovery.
Oh,
Is
so close.
yeah, that double jump quick draw. If I run off and then double jump back and pair, it catches like 90% of Ikes.
Yeah, I saw Raven King doing that a bunch.
Yeah, it's really
Doing
good.
these
He's the one who
sets.
taught it to me. All right, so
Yeah,
that's
set
pretty
up
much
from
it. I mean,
that.
you did really well against me. Won a few games, so that's good. Your Ike is definitely looking good. If there were areas where I would say where I think you can improve is just stop overextending so much. You go off like there's nothing wrong with being an aggressive edge guarder on Ike, but you want to be careful with how you do it, and you want to be careful with when you do it. If you watch, like Raven King is incredibly good at safely edge guarding Ike and limiting the options that someone has in disadvantage
Hmm.
without putting himself in a situation to get reversal. So I would say definitely go watch some of his matches and see what he does when he's in disadvantage and when his opponent's in disadvantage. Your neutral is very good. I don't think your neutral is something that needs too much work. Be careful that you don't do the same thing every time when you get hit. Like I was getting those nair into down tilt, and you started adjusting as the
Yeah.
set went on, but like you didn't adjust until I told you you were doing it. So you want to be able to recognize those things yourself
Hmm.
and basically pull yourself out of those bad habits before they bite you in the ass. Especially since most sets are just best of three.
Yeah. All right. I'm taking notes like right now. Just like everything you're saying.
Yeah,
Uh,
no problem. Well, that's why the VOD is there so that you
yeah.
can go back and review.
I can
But
look back in it.
any questions you have?
Uh, I guess like, hmm. I guess it's kind of like a two-part. This is the one. This is like the really big thing that bugs me, is that I'm not able to spot dodge consistently. Like I'll get a read, like, oh, this person's probably gonna. I've been like shielding too much. So I'm gonna spot dodge, mix it up here, and this person's probably gonna grab me, thinking I'm gonna shield, but then I'll shield, and then I won't be able to spot dodge. I don't know. It's just like, did you notice like in instances where you like I should have spot dodged, like a grab was obvious. Should I have?
Yeah. So when you space something safely on shield, like you land it low, a spot dodge can be a really good way to call out someone's shield grab. That's like the main way
Yeah,
I use it.
yeah.
If
That's
you're,
what I saw you doing.
yeah, um, if you're in shield and you're trying to spot dodge someone's approaching grab, you can't really do it on reaction, especially online. Not always. You have to like know it's coming and be specifically looking for it.
Hmm.
Um, I would not rely on that too much because you're really like putting yourself in a bad situation. Like whenever you shield and they aren't hitting you, you're limiting your options without them even touching you, which is not usually going to be a good idea.
Hmm.
Um, as far as spot dodges go, just uh, it's hard because like Ike isn't really a character that does spot dodge wars like a lot of others. Like you see Young Link doing like
Yeah,
down tilt, spot dodge, down tilt, or something like that.
like Lucina up tilt,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
we don't have safe enough ground pressure for us to really be doing that. You can do down tilt spot dodge, but most characters can beat a minus 13 on shield move.
Hmm.
Um,
Also, it's like space, I guess. But
yeah, so
even then, you
the
shouldn't be
main
spot dodging there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So spot dodging is something you would do to follow up safe pressure, and for Ike that's generally going to be like nair or back air. Our aerials are our safest options. So I would not do it as a habit, but if you notice them shield grabbing a lot, then yeah, I would start spot dodging there whenever you land like a nair low on their shield, because then you get a free down tilt out of their whiff grab.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't think spot dodge is a very good defensive option unless they are specifically grabbing you a lot. I
All
prefer
right.
movement over that whenever possible. It can be a good mix up if you notice that you're jumping too much. Like if you notice, oh, I've been jumping too much, they're gonna anti-air me. A spot dodge can sometimes like be a good way to choose a defensive option that
Yeah.
isn't the one they're expecting. But yeah, for the most part, I wouldn't rely on spot dodge too much, and I didn't have too much of a problem with it. It's more just like a bait thing.
All right. Uh, shit, I forgot the second part, but I
That's
have
okay.
one more. Like,
Gotcha.
what was it? Oh, how did you was it just an online thing, or is Nair actually safe once landed? Like,
No,
or did
Nair's
you have to
safe.
space it?
Well, you have to space it low to the ground, but It's -5.
Is there
Um,
yeah? Is there a way you like get that consistently, or
just
is it just?
practice. I mean, you were good enough at it. You were doing landing there and then jumping, and I wasn't able to shield grab you. I mean, you were doing it right.
I know I used to do it, and this is probably just because I was bad back then. I mean, I still am, but less bad or more bad. I used to do it on my Lucina friend, and he grabbed me every single time. Like I knew it was a thing, but I just never got it.
Uh,
So I was convinced that it just wasn't a thing, unless it's just the Lucina like matchup.
okay, so
I don't know. It didn't feel like it was real.
the thing about it is, it depends on what you do after you land the nair on their shield.
You have to
Sp
buffer or something, or
like spot dodge, I think takes 3 frames to come out for Ike. So if you're landing a
mm,
-5 move, and then 3 frames to spot dodge, and their grab comes out on frame 11, there's only 3 frames of wiggle room in there. So you have to be really precise. If you're landing there and you're trying to jump squat is 3 frames, and they can often grab you out of the first frame of the jump. So if your move is -5 and you're trying to jump, that's 9 frames. That's 2 frames of wiggle room. So it's just extremely tight on people with good grabs, and
mm-hmm.
you have to practice spacing really well. And that's why most of the time it's better just to space far away, so they can't shield grab you anyway. But throwing in a couple of closely spaced one as baits when you notice they like to shield grab can be really good for finding openings. Just like doing nair and then spot dodge down tilt, something like that.
Yeah,
So it's just a really tight timing. Like, you've probably just gotten better at nairing well over time, and I think that, you know, you shouldn't be getting grabbed in that situation. If you are, you're doing something wrong. You also have to account for
gotcha.
staleness.
That too. Yeah,
Yeah, if nair is just a little bit stale, it becomes -6 instead of -5, which is
then I
going to give
gotta
you,
space it
yeah, even less wiggle room.
2 frames. All right. Uh, yeah, that's about it. That's all I can think of right now.
Cool.
All right.
Did you send the PayPal? Yes, you did.
Uh,
I got it, right?
I did. All right. Yeah, I think it's from my mom's account. Like I
Yeah,
had to transfer my money
Oscar?
there. Yeah.
Yep, I got it. Cool. All right.
Alrighty.
Thank you. I hope this
Thanks.
was useful to you.
It
They're
absolutely was.
cool. There's a review channel right above you there. If you feel like leaving a review, just tell me what I could do better.